East Los Angeles College Huskies football is back on the air on sportsnetusa.net, presented by DG Sports, marketing and broadcasting, specializing in radio broadcast advertising, helping your company find a sound path. As we welcome you to Weingart Stadium on the campus of East Los Angeles College, as your Huskies host the Allan Hancock College Bulldogs. So thankful, so grateful you could join us, as the Bulldogs will open up their first possession at the 12-yard line, just underway from Weingart Stadium. A warm start this afternoon, 87 degrees at kickoff from Monterey Park, California, as Allan Hancock will try one deep, up for grabs, caught at the 50, into Husky territory, and knocked down over and inside the 40-yard line. Jaleel Walker, big play to open up the ball game for Allan Hancock. The connection from Ezekiel Storer. So Allan Hancock is actually known for the run game this season. They have rushed more times than they have passed. Here from the 39, now operate of the Huskies. 1st and 10. Motion, a sweep. Huskies all over that one. Barely gets to the original line of scrimmage. That's Mike McCoy on the end around. So let's get right into this. And this is the start of conference play within the National Northern Conference. With a 3-2 record, the Huskies plan to come through the National Northern without any blemishes. They're trying to get into the playoffs, so high hopes at East LA. East LA this afternoon comes in with a victory against the Cerritos College Falcons, as Storer lines up in a pistol set too wide on the near side. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll bounce it out outside. That's Smith, who will probably pick up 2 yards. That'll create 3rd and maybe 7. So last week, East LA came up with its first victory ever against the Cerritos Falcons. A close late game battle, a 17-14 win over the Huskies, over the Falcons, that is. It was the first ever win dating back to 1962. So the Falcons caught the first 17 victories against the Huskies. So finally, some history made last week with the Husky victory. Here, East LA lines up with a 4-man front, something they haven't done all season. Trying to defend the run. Pass outside, well defended. Elijah Porter coming up with the big hit. Pass was intended for Aiden Solis of Allan Hancock. That'll create 4th down. Allan Hancock comes out with its special teams unit at the 12:31 mark of this first quarter, just underway. So the road to state, still a possibility for East LA, but they have to stay undefeated in conference. It's a huge task for East LA. Most likely the champion of California will come out of the National Northern Division, as we get a flag early on, a delay a game against Allan Hancock. So the squad from Santa Maria just looking for a little bit more room on their punt. Chess game here. Back deep to receive is Guy McCarthy. McCarthy fields and calls fair catch at the 15. The dual quarterback system of East LA will come out for its first time. Here at home, the quarterback system of Rudy Garcia and Trayshawn McMillan has worked to perfection nearly. They're on point here at Weingart Stadium this season. ELAC undefeated here. On the clock, 12:27, just underway. The conference opener against the Allan Hancock Bulldogs. Garcia and East LA line up with 4 wide receivers. from the 15. Quick pass outside, caught. Manages to get maybe a yard or so. Anthony Felton, the freshman from Laverne, California, with the catch. 2nd and 9. Clock continues to wind under 12:10 and ticking. I'm Dan Gudino, thankful and grateful you could join us. According to the MasseyRatings.com, East LA's schedule is the 11th hardest in the state. So a high strength of schedule that includes the Bulldogs here this afternoon. The Bulldogs, no pushover, 3-1 thus far. They come in with the blitz play action. Garcia deep, near side. Beautifully done over the shoulder catch. Kobe Stribling, who had a touchdown last week. East LA responds with a deep pass of their own now and into Hancock territory. 11:30 on the game clock. Three wide, high snap. Garcia will have to take off himself. Calls his home number, loses a yard there. For the Bulldogs, their 3-hour drive has granted them an early start. Typically here at Weingart Stadium, we tend to kick off at 6 p.m. Not today. Our friends need to drive back in the dark to Santa Maria. Sometimes driving through that thick fog could get difficult. So here we are, 4 p.m. start. Conference opener, Allan Hancock Bulldogs, East LA Huskies, National Northern Conference. 10:40 on the game clock, first quarter. Run outside, a little bit of space across the 45 to the 44. The loss of yardage is picked up. Now 3rd and long, 3rd and 8 to be exact. Allan Hancock is led by their first-year head coach, Seth Dameron, who replaces the future Bulldog Hall of Famer Kis Dutra. Dutra is now the associate head coach as East LA lines up with 4 wide here. Snap. Garcia fades one, lobs one as he gets drilled. You could tell he's grimacing in pain on his back. Flag was thrown on the far sideline as we'll step aside. No score, 9:56. First quarter, sportsnetusa.net. Officials timeout, a roughing the passer call against Allan Hancock that pushes up East LA to the 39-yard line. Now a manageable 3rd and 3. McMillan now in at quarterback. Looks near side, complete. First down, Anthony Felton with the reception. Pass to the 30-yard line. McMillan on the year, 21 of 36, 340 yards now. Here we are at the 9-minute mark of this first quarter. East LA against Allan Hancock. 4 receivers again. Low snap, McMillan able to handle. He's got some space across the 25. Taken down at about the 24-yard line. Pickup of 6 for McMillan and East LA. 2nd and 4 now. Jaden Mason back at running back. Mason this year leading the way for the Huskies on the grounds. East LA doing great this year with Mason. getting the majority of the work. He's got 6 touchdowns on the year. Under 8:10 now, first quarter. High snap. McMillan taken down. McMillan not able to read that one correctly. Instead of handing it off, called his own number. Perfect contain by Allan Hancock. That creates 3rd and long now, 3rd and 10. Loss of 6 as Garcia will step back in. They tend to take turns, but Rudy Garcia going down 3 plays ago pretty hard. McMillan was called in, so Garcia once again. Lone receiver, far side, 3 to near side, 7:30. And winding. Garcia looking left, will go left. Too high this time. Intended for Schilling there. That brings up 4th down. We'll see what East LA will try to do. I believe Gudino will trust Christian Reyes, who's got a boot of a leg. Yeah, they're going for a long field goal here. So this one from 47 yards out. Reyes on extra points is 100%, but is 5 of 8 this year. This one long enough and good enough. East LA will open up the scoreboard 3-0 against the Bulldogs. For Allan Hancock, it's been 21 days since they've been on the gridiron. Not since September 25th when they went down to Fullerton have they played a game because of a COVID hiatus, a bye week. They've had to lick their chops, lick their wounds, and be patient to get back onto the field. And here they are on the road, trying to play the role of road warrior. Down 3-0, 7:19 first quarter here on Sportsnet USA. It's all brought to you by DG Sports, marketing and broadcasting, specializing in radio advertising, helping your company find a sound path. DG Sports. We got a whistle before the kickoff here. I believe that's Joey Garza back deep to receive for Allan Hancock. He'll field. Nope. Instead, it'll bounce behind the end zone. Touchback, Allan Hancock, their second possession. So Santa Maria 3-1 into this ball game against East LA. They're no pushover. The squad from Santa Maria is standing in the way with a heavy run attack. The Bulldogs have rushed the ball more than they have passed. Let's see how the defensive front of East LA will fare as they operate with a 4-man front. And closing the box with 8. They'll keep it on the ground. East LA all over that one. Stoned after a 1-yard pickup. Maurice Smith goes nowhere. Maurice Smith was an all-CIF and all-league running back. .6:55 on the game clock. Clock continues to wind. And head coach of Allan Hancock, Dameron, will call timeout. We'll step aside. East LA in the front 3-0 here on SportsNetUSA.net. 6:45 remains first quarter. Storer, quarterback of the Santa Maria squad, in a pistol set, 2 wide, double tight ends. Looks left, fires left. Williams dancing around. Excuse me, that's Walker. Picks up maybe 6. Possible leg injury by Walker. Medical staff of the Bulldogs comes onto the field. Laying face flat right now. It's okay. Jaleel Walker able to walk off on his own will. 6:30 in this first quarter. I formation now. Play action. The rollout. Complete to the fullback. First down. Across to 50. Fumbles the ball straight into the hands of Porter, I believe. Porter able to evade some defenders. Has some space. Still on his feet. Cameron Dean got lucky there. Keyshawn Pua with the reception. Got into Husky territory. I don't think any Husky poked the ball out. I think it just went out on its own straight into the hands of Cameron Dean. Flags right at midfield. 6:01 first quarter. Exciting play there. So I think a block from behind was called, correct? Talking to our director here, Albert Robles. So it will be Husky football after the Allan Hancock fumble at the 6:01 mark. Trayshawn McMillan checks in at quarterback for East LA. Hard count. Trying to draw the Bulldogs offsides there. So a freebie given to East LA. Here they'll operate from their 35-yard line. Flag. False start against East LA. I wonder if that's a difficulty that the offensive line has to go through with 2 quarterbacks that East LA uses. Is hearing a different voice sometime mess them up. McMillan with a snap, straight down the middle, actually. McMillan keeps wide open space into Hancock territory and gets spun out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. Huge pickup by the legs of McMillan. That's what he does so well. He's got some wheels under him. Officially over 200 yards. He's the second leading rusher for East Los Angeles. Big pickup by McMillan and East LA into the red zone. of the Bulldogs. 5:25 on the game clock, first quarter. 3-0 East. McMillan dumps off underneath. Steven Munoz possibly lost a yard as there is a marker at the 25-yard line. Let's see what the call is. 5:02 on the game clock. Hands to the face against the Bulldogs, so the Huskies get another freebie. So add 15 yards to that. First and goal now.
Moves the ball out to the Allan Hancock 10-yard line. First down for your Huskies.
First and goal now, 4:50. Nearly intercepted. Latrell Brown couldn't hold on to that one. Would have had a lot of space too. 4:46, first quarter.
Second down and goal for ELAC.
East LA staying aggressive. A spread package here. McMillan nearly got the Bulldogs to jump there. They'll reset. Offensive coordinator Drummond gives the call. McMillan. Dogpiled at about the 8-yard line there. McMillan lost his helmet there, grimacing, putting his hands to his face, around his mouth. So Garcia will have to get inserted now. Third and goal now from the 8. Keep an eye on the right side with Kobe Stribling. Up for grabs on the slant. It was intended for Guy McCarthy. Tyson Schilling was in the back of the end zone, possibly with a chance. So the field goal unit will try to add some more. 4:01 remains first quarter. The chip shot. Up and through. East LA 6, Allan Hancock 0. First quarter, 3:56 remains here from Weingart Stadium on the campus of East LA College. This is sportsnetusa.net. Christian Reyes will be booting. Short kick, they trying to catch Allan Hancock sleeping here, but excellent field position for the Bulldogs now. First quarter, 3:50 remains. Slow pace thus far. Special teams getting into it. Christian Reyes with 6 points for East LA.
Michelle Brown comes up with the kickoff. Ball on the Bulldogs, 44-yard line, first and 10, Allan Hancock College.
We'll see what head coach Seth Dameron draws up for the Bulldogs here. 2 wide receivers. Motion man. Instead, they'll go straight up the middle. Across the 45 to the 46. Christian Erickson with a carry there. 2nd and 8 now. So Dameron in his first season after being an assistant at Allan Hancock for the last 5 seasons. He had coaching stints at Colorado Mesa where he played his college football at, and also at Humboldt State. Now he's here at Allan Hancock. Play action. He'll go deep. Flag is thrown for whatever reason. Pass interference against East LA. Bulldogs definitely no pushover over the last 2 seasons, 2 bowl victories within the American division. This year, they're moved up into the national division as the Bulldogs get pushed up to the 39-yard line with 2:59 to go, first quarter. So this team instantly got thrown into the fire last week as they moved up to a division. Now they could officially compete for a state championship. Out of a pistol set now. Rush. Smith. Big carry there. Pickup of 8 to the 32-yard line. Late flag comes in.
Maureen Smith, the ball carrier for Allan Hancock. David Bird comes up.
Face mask against East LA. East LA shooting itself in the foot, not helping itself now. So it's been a while since the Bulldogs have been on the field. 21 days ago since their 34-point blowout to Fullerton. So the Bulldogs just trying to bounce back from a loss they've been thinking about for too long now. The loss to Fullerton was actually their biggest margin of loss in 9 years, as the Bulldogs operate with 2 wide receivers to the near side. Whistle. So the officiating crew asking for the play clock to be reset as East LA will take advantage of that and substitute some players in and out. Pistol set, high snap, up the gut. And dog pile pushes the rush to the 15-yard line. 2nd and 8. So East LA is coming off their first victory ever against Cerritos College. A wild game last week. It took some heroics from Huskies slasher, Pedro Amusa. Amusa, you could put him anywhere. He's proving to be such a playmaker on special teams in a 4th quarter against Cerritos. Amusa had a strip fumble and recovered the fumble and took it to the house. And that proved to be the defining score, as a fumble here is being called for by the Husky defense. No signal yet by the officiating crew. It stands. Husky football. Right on cue. Rudy Bukasa was able to recover the football there. So 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. Rudy Garcia and the Huskies attacking with 52 seconds on the game clock in this first quarter, up 6-0. Mason finds a crease. Decent pickup of 9 to the 19. 2nd and 1. East LA moves quickly to the line. Mason again, able to get to the second level, to the 27. Pickup of 6 there as the clock continues to wind down. Final 20 seconds now. High snap. They continue to feed Mason. Just 1 yard there, 2nd 9. That should bring us to the end of the first quarter. So that'll do it for the end of the first quarter. East LA up 6-0 against the Bulldogs here on SportsNetUSA.net. Run right with Mason. Barely manages to get to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10 now. Start of the second quarter. 2 field goals by East LA freshman Christian Reyes has us at 6-0. Third and long, spread formation. Mason stays in the block. The fade near side, caught. Tyson Schilling over his shoulder. Presence of mind to stay in bounds. Accuracy by Garcia there. Perfect throw by Garcia. Signal comes in. No huddle offense by East LA. Open gap, near side, across the 25. Gets popped out of bounds at the 23-yard line. 2 straight plays, 2 straight first downs for East LA. They continue to move quickly. from the pistol. They feed Mason. Mason able to stumble off one defender, won't get off the second one. Picks up one there, 2nd and 9. So a little bit of momentum from East LA as Mason will step off. He'll get a breather. Maury Rams in now at running back. Rams shifted over to the left-hand side of Garcia. On the ground, between the hashes. A flag from behind comes in from the head official, the white hat. Through the flag, somewhere in the vicinity of possibly holding. Yeah, it will be holding. Typically when the white hat gets involved, it's usually holding as he stands behind the offensive line. 12:49, second quarter. 6-0 East LA in front. This is the conference opener within the National Northern Conference. Hopes of a state title still alive, but most likely East LA as a heavy underdog will have to go undefeated. That's a tall task, tall order there. Munoz this time. It's popped and pushed out of bounds. Actually loses about 4 or 5 yards there. The series record between both squads is Bulldogs 3 wins, East LA with 2 wins. Last time they played each other was in 2017. East LA lost to Allan Hancock in Santa Maria 21-13. Here in this one, early on, second quarter, 11:45 remains. East LA on top, a thin 6-point lead. Munoz on the left-hand side of Garcia. Snap. 3-step drop, gets drilled from behind, complete. Across the 30, still on his feet. Might get the original line of scrimmage there. Kadeem Richards with the reception. So that'll put him back into field goal range for Christian Reyes as he'll try to stay at 100% on the day. First one was from 47 yards. The second one, I believe, was from about 25 yards. This one from 41 yards out, wide left. No good. Score will remain 6-0, 10:50 left. Sportsnet USA. We'll stay on the air here as the Bulldogs will take over from their own 24-yard line. Double tight ends this time, 2 wide receivers. I formation. Storer picked off inside the 10. That was too easy, pitch and catch there. Zach Caminera comes up with an interception. Unsportsmanlike conduct against East LA, so what would have been a 1st and goal will now be pushed outside the red zone. Still, excellent field position for East LA. Bulldogs hungry for a score, but they'll have to wait. Last time they scored was in the second quarter of their game against Fullerton. 21 days ago. Here they give a chance to East LA. McMillan in at quarterback. Mason will bounce out. Decent carry, gain of about 7 to the 16-yard line. Clock continues to roll, under 10:30. Against Fullerton, the Bulldogs allowed 500 yards of offense. So East LA thinks there's a potential to rack up some points and yards in this one. Under 10 minutes to go. Mason up the middle. It's wrapped up quickly. Probably picked up the first down. He did. Gain of 4 there. East LA now just taking their time. A well-balanced team is East LA. They rank 20th in the rush game, averaging 154 yards, and ranked 31st in the pass game, averaging just under 200 yards through the air. McMillan fakes the pass, throws left side, incomplete. That was Raheem Brown, who was not able to pick up the ball there. Second and 10 from the 13. McMillan here looking for his 6th touchdown of the year. Passing just over 50% on the year. Here East LA taking their time. Mason in motion. They swing it to Mason. No, pump fake. McMillan, stiff arm across the 10, has some space. Touchdown, Huskies. Great play fake by McMillan. Faking the swing pass, calling his number. And of course, some athleticism always from McMillan, getting a stiff arm in there. From 13 yards out, extends it 12-0 East LA now. Extra point up and through. Huskies 13, Bulldogs 0. Second quarter, 9:03 remains. This is the Huskies Football Network on SportsNetUSA.net. Trayshawn McMillan is so good on the ground. You'd be surprised if I told you that was actually his first touchdown on the ground. The dual threat quarterback gets East LA on the scoreboard with another 6 points as the Allan Hancock return gets to the 30-yard line. 8:52 to go, second quarter. 2 field goals by Christian Reyes of East LA and a touchdown run by Trayshawn McMillan has us here at 13-0. A reminder, this broadcast brought to you by NutriShop of Monterey Park, your sports nutrition, weight loss, and vitamin experts. NutriShop of Monterey Park. Storer under center after an interception in the previous possession. They'll keep it on the ground. East LA all over it. So coming into this ball game, we got a sense that East LA was going to change up their defensive front. Typically, they operate with 3 down linemen. Not this afternoon, not against that type of an offense. Santa Maria likes to operate from the I formation, typically with 2 tight ends and a fullback. Something we really don't see anymore nowadays in football, as teams tend to go with a spread offense. Here, East LA clogs up the box here. No one deep. Underneath to the flats, too high. Bulldogs super disciplined. Despite only rushing for 5 yards against Fullerton 3 weeks ago, they continue to stay faithful to the run game here. This time they'll spread it. 4 wide receivers from the 29, 3rd and 11 that is. High snap, bobbled, Storer elects to take off. Gets 2 yards, 4th down. Punting unit coming on. Most likely the state championship, just a prediction here, will come out of the National Northern Conference with the likes of number 2 Ventura and number 4 College of the Canyons. The National Northern Conference definitely a competitor. This is Porter dancing around. It'll take 3 Bulldogs to take Porter down at the 35-yard line. So in the Bobby Gudino's era, East LA has always done very well here at Weingart Stadium. Overall, 17 wins, 7 losses here at home. As Garcia steps back onto the field for the Huskies. 1st and 10 from the 36. End around. Across the 40. That'll be Anthony Felton. I believe that counts as a pass, since it was a forward shuffle pass. 5-yard gain there. 2nd and 5 from the 39 now. 41, excuse me, from the 41, as the clock continues to tick under 6:45, 2nd quarter. Raheem Brown in motion. Munoz. Dragged down just short of the 45. 3rd and short now. Jesse Garza with the tackle there for the Bulldogs. High snap. Munoz able to take it. Some luck there. I don't think it was drawn up like that. Let's see what Godinez elects to do. East LA will not stay aggressive. They'll bring out the special team unit. East LA will elect to call timeout with 5:20 to go in the second quarter. East LA 13. Bulldogs 0 here on Sportsnet USA. If you're the Bulldogs, be careful. 4th and 1. Bulldogs vigilant right now. No one back deep to receive. We got a meeting going on by the officiating crew. 5:20, second quarter. The home Huskies on top. Barrero will be punting away. That's if they do. So with no one back deep to receive, this should be a positive bounce for East LA. It's fielded at the 14, backpedaling. So not much there. 5:09 reads the game clock in his second quarter. The Bulldog offense will look to wake up somehow. Bulldogs led by Ezekiel Storer, freshman quarterback this year, completing 41 passes, 59%, just over 500 yards total in 4 games. This time it's Smith. 3 Huskies there to take down Smith. No gain there. Under 5 minutes now. Maurice Smith, the running back of the Bulldogs, leads his squad with 300 yards on the ground. He's carried more than 50% of the time for Allan Hancock. Quick pass outside, tight end, incomplete. A big truck there. Avery Bass with the pop on the tight end. Third and long now, 4:24 on the game clock. Tight end lined up on the right-hand side. 2 receivers on the far side. Play action. Quick curl route to the outside. That's Walker. Picks up about 6. 3 yards short of the first down yard marker. Bulldogs will bring out the special teams unit. So East LA coming in with some momentum after Their first ever victory against the Falcons last week, a 17-14 win. Took some late game heroics. This one nearly gets blocked. Wobbler will be fielded at the 23. We got a fumble on the play. Bulldogs might have it. They do. Kobe Stribling, typically sure-handed, fumbles there, and the Bulldogs still alive. From the 29-yard line, excellent field position. 3 minutes, 33 seconds. Bulldogs line up with 2 tight ends, lone receiver near side. Storer will hand off to Smith. Smith still on his feet. Whistle was blown. Smith can't believe it. Looks like he did have a knee down. Wish we had some replay. 3:09 on the game clock. So a gain of 5 by Smith. Christian Erickson now in at running back. Keyshawn Poole, the fullback, he leads the way. Erickson sidesteps and manages to pick up possibly 4. 3rd and short now. Big play coming up here. Up to this point, the most important play for the Bulldogs as they search to get on the scoreboard. Bulldogs will most likely stay aggressive if they come up short here. I formation, 2 tight ends in. Up the middle, is it enough? Husky front all over that. Stoned at the line of scrimmage. 4th and 1. What does head coach of the Bulldogs, Seth Dameron, call here?
Brings up a 4th down for Allan Hancock College. Ball still on the 20-yard line of East ELAC.
From the 20-yard line, 4th and 1. Aiden Solis and Keyshawn Poole are the running backs in the backfield as the Bulldogs will call timeout. With a minute 23 to go in the second quarter, we'll step aside. Huskies in front. Big play coming up. Road Warrior Bulldogs trying to punch in a first down here. 4th and 1 from the 20. A minute 23 to go. Storer under center. Handoff. Just enough, I believe. That's Christian Erickson who gets popped forward. Enough of the first down. So the clock will continue to wind down. 70 seconds officially remaining in this first half. East LA trying to hold on. Trying to keep that score at 0 as we are under 60 seconds now. 52, 51, 50. Storer, Rush, Smith, taken down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. 2nd and 1 now. 35 seconds. Bulldogs will have to operate quickly now. They fake the snap, they lob it up for grabs, incomplete. They try to fake the spike, and instead went for the fade route. Nearly caught East LA off guard, so 19 seconds to go. East LA looking for a big stop. Trying to defend its home turf. Fade route. Caught. Touchdown. Bulldogs. Mike McCoy with the grab. Led perfectly to the corner of the end zone by Storer. And we've got a 13-6 ball game. Bulldogs in it. As we got an injured Husky at about the 12-yard line. We'll step aside. 13 seconds remain in this first half. That was the star defensive lineman, Braylon Willis, who limped off the field. Looks like he'll be all right. Extra point attempt here. Bad snap. Good hold and a good kick. Through. So the Bulldogs make it interesting right before the half. We got a sense that this game was going to be like this. The Bulldogs actually come in, I would say, a little bit more battle-tested. Their first game, an overtime thriller, a victory over Santa Barbara 17-14. Then they went on the road and another close battle, a 37-34 victory over San Bernardino Valley. And then they came up with a victory against Cerritos, a 15-6 low-scoring affair. Wasn't up until 3 weeks ago, September 25th, that the Bulldogs experienced their first loss against a number 10 ranked Fullerton squad of 41-7 shellacking. So definitely battle tested. This one will go to the back of the end zone, touchback. East LA from their own 25 with 13 seconds to go. We'll see if they go conservative or if they go aggressive here on this first play. This first play will tell us a lot. For East LA, it wasn't pretty at all last week. Just 211 yards of total offense from East LA as they only were able to attain 2 first downs on 9 third down conversions. McMillan will be the quarterback this time. It'll be a draw with Mason. That'll do it. So East LA content to go into the locker room with a 13-7 lead here at Weingart Stadium on the campus of East Los Angeles College. An early start in this one. Still warm out here, about 85 degrees as we are entering the half. East Los Angeles with a thin 13-7 lead here on Sportsnet USA. Don't go away. We'll be back in about 20 minutes. Start of the second half from Weingart Stadium. East Los Angeles College Huskies football is back on the air on Sportsnet USA.net, presented by DG Sports, marketing and broadcasting, specializing in radio, broadcast, advertising, helping your company find a sound path. DG Sports, as we welcome you back to Weingart Stadium on the campus of East LA College, as your Huskies continue to host the Allan Hancock College Bulldogs. It'll be Husky football to start this third quarter. East LA in the lead, 13-7. We are underway. This one will be booted to the back of the end zone, touchback. So thankful, so grateful you could join us. I'm Dan Gudino. As mentioned earlier, this is the start of conference play within the National Northern Conference. East LA comes in with a 3-2 record, trying to stay alive in this playoff push. Most likely will have to go undefeated in conference play for a playoff berth. It's not going to be easy. East LA has the 11th hardest schedule in the state as Trayshawn McMillan fumbles the snap and instantly recovered by John Sniffen of Allan Hancock. First play from scrimmage to start the third quarter, a disaster for East LA. McMillan just wasn't able to handle this snap. Tries to fall on it. Sniffen, right place, right time. A yard away from being inside the red zone are the Bulldogs. We just started this third quarter, 14 minutes, 54 seconds. From the 21, Smith between the hashes. Gets popped forward to the 14-yard line. Excellent pickup. 2nd and 3, gain of 7.
Maurice Smith, the ball carrier for the Bulldogs. Gets the ball out to the 14-yard line.
That was Smith's 10th carry. He led the way for the Bulldogs with 38 yards on the ground. He was averaging almost 4 yards a pop in the first quarter. Erickson bounces it out, picks up the first down across the 10-yard line to the 8. First and goal for the Bulldogs. So this is what we expected from Allan Hancock. Very tough, very gritty. They'll keep it on the ground. Their identity is the ground and pound. They're going to try to grind it out with you. I formation. The blitz comes in. They find a crease inside the 5, all the way down to the 1-yard line. Bulldogs coming out aggressive. The big boys up front doing their job. 2nd and goal now. On the clock, 13 minutes, 20 seconds. 3rd quarter. Storer under center for the Bulldogs. Handoff. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Zidane Thomas gets his first score of the game. Tie ball game thus far, pending the extra point. Bulldogs traveling 3 hours from Santa Maria. Trying to spoil the Huskies' day here at home. Extra point booted through. The Bulldogs have taken the lead right off the bat to start the second half. Bulldogs 14, Huskies 13. 13:06. Not even 2 minutes off the game clock. And that drive there, less than 2 minutes, 21 yards. Bulldogs pounding the rock right there, and that's what's really hindered East Los Angeles all season long. In 5 games, East Los Angeles has allowed over 96 points, and it's because of turnovers and bad field position. This is actually one of the best defenses in the state. East LA ranks number 2 against the run game. They're a number 13th ranked defense, but because of the offense putting them in bad situations, the Husky defense a lot of times is exhausted by the second half, and especially into the 4th quarter. As a big return by East LA. So that was Anthony Felton with the big return to midfield. So Trayshawn McMillan will have to take a seat after his botch fumble. Rudy Garcia inserted. 3 wide receivers to the near side. Looking left, throws left, complete. That's McCarthy. McCarthy inside the 45 to about the 43-yard line, pickup of 7. 2nd and 4 now for East LA. East LA looking to respond. They go quickly here. Spread formation. Looks right, throws right, McCarthy again. Gets enough of the first down inside the 35. And a flag thrown in the backfield in the vicinity of roughing the passer. It is roughing the passer. So add an extra 15 yards to the catch. To the 23-yard line now. So it's not really anything special that East LA has been doing. It's Allan Hancock helping them with penalties. Garcia in the previous play took a shot to the head, hence the roughing the passer call. This time it's Mason. He gets flipped over, loses a yard. 11 minutes, 55 seconds and counting. 3rd quarter of play. This is the conference opener within the National Northern. Last year, during this time, Allan Hancock was fighting within the American Pacific Division. This one over the middle, incomplete, well defended. Jaquez McWilliams there defending well on that one. That pass was intended for McCarthy. That was the third time he was targeted here in this possession. Four wide receivers here for East LA. Garcia standing tall, has a man open, leads them too long. McCarthy was open on the streak. So we got a flag thrown on the far side. And the way the head coach is reacting on the far side. Head coach Seth Damron really upset at his players, so unsportsmanlike conduct against the Bulldogs. Another set of 10 yards given to East LA. Very disappointing. So what would have been a 3rd and long, now 1st and goal. East LA will go with the spread here on 1st and goal. In motion, it's Richards. Shovel pass, able to evade a defender, but won't evade the pack of the Bulldogs. Will actually lose 5 yards there. Bulldogs were ready for that one. On the game clock, 10:52.
Huskies have the ball 2nd down from the Bulldog 15-yard line.
A trips package on the far side, Mason in motion. Garcia too high this time. Kobe Stribling was the intended receiver. 3rd and goal from the 15. We got Braylon Willis who checks in at wide receiver, typically a defensive end. They'll go to Willis. Does he get it? He was pushed out of bounds. He caught it. We noticed that. Trying to use his height, standing 6'4". And remember, he limped off at one point in the 2nd quarter. Still grimacing and in pain. So Reyes will check in. We got a stoppage right now because Willis is still hurt in the end zone. Trying to give him a break. He's got that left calf taped up. He's a standout player on defense this time. Trying to use him on offense for his height. They called the right play, just ran out of real estate in the back of the end zone. Reyes in for a chip shot up. No good, though. Wide left on that one. That's the second missed field goal for Reyes, so 6 points missed thus far by Reyes. So the score remains 14 for the Bulldogs, 13 for East LA. We'll stay on the air. Both teams trying to stay alive. Doesn't get any easier for either of these teams. Fullback carry, the fullback dive. Gets to the 25-yard line, pick up a 5 there. That was Keyshawn Pua. So just like last week, this might come to the bitter end or sweet victory for one of these teams. Under 9:30 to go now. Bulldogs continue to pound the rock. Play action. They've got a man deep. Caught! And taken down inside the 40-yard line. Mike McCoy with the grab as he limps off. That play action play by the Bulldogs has been ran to perfection this afternoon. That's the third time a player gets caught deep. That's the problem with crowding the box. A timeout will be called by the Bulldogs at the 8:44 mark of this third quarter. Bulldogs 14, Huskies 13. This is SportsNetUSA.net. Freshman quarterback of the Bulldogs, Ezekiel Storer, after that deep pass now, 5 of 10, 94 yards. Does have an interception early in this ball game in the first quarter as he goes under center this time. Smith with the carry between the tackles. Decent pickup of 6. Ball will be lined up at the 31-yard line. 2nd and 4. Clock continues to tick, tick, tick under 8:20. I'm Dan Gudino, flying solo here for Sportsnet USA. Another installment of Huskies football. Thankful and grateful you could join us. ELAC shows blitz. This time it gets blown up in the backfield. East LA all over that one. Jacob Sanchez was the one who came up with the tackle there. Found the crease. So 3rd and 5 from the 32. Pistol set. Erickson gets shifted to the right-hand side of Storer. Deep. Has a man. Caught. Touchdown. That's Jaleel Walker. Lead extends for the Bulldogs. 20-13. Allan Hancock. So East LA just crowding the box, anticipating a run. That's what happens. That's what Allan Hancock relies on so much. They run, and before you know it, They catch you off guard as the extra point is up and through. Bulldogs extend it 21-13, 7:14 remains. Here from Weingart Stadium, this is SportsNetUSA.net. That last score from Storer to Walker was a 32-yard pass, extending the lead for the visiting Bulldogs. Fighting to stay alive within the National Northern Conference. Richards tries to evade defenders to the far side and gets popped to the floor at the 15-yard line. Huskies will operate from their 15-yard line. It'll be Trayshawn McMillan behind center. They'll need a couple plays from him for sure. If there's been a weak point or a weakness for East LA, it's been the offense. The defense has definitely been the anchor. As the play clock winds down to 3 seconds, he'll have to hurry. 2, 1, barely gets it off in time. It's Mason who dives forward. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. The Bulldogs sideline is into it, cheering for their teammates. Clock reads 6:45 and rolling. Third quarter. McMillan bootlegs. Looking. Runs out of room. Third down. Bulldogs, such a tough team. This is exactly the type of ball game they want to be in. Every yard's being fought for now. Third and long now. Clock continues to wind under 6:10 now, third quarter. 4 wide receivers. 4-man rush. Oh, this one nearly gets intercepted. LJ Vongzi just can't hold it, caught it about 3 times, and finally dropped it like on the 4th attempt. Not sure what McMillan was doing there. He just threw it straight into Vongzi's hands. That's why he plays linebacker, not receiver. 5:59 on the game clock, 4th and long. Punting unit. Daniel Barrero will be booting away. Jaleel Walker, who just caught a TD reception back deep to receive. Nearly blocked. Decent kick. Fielded at the 45. Walker down the sideline. Bulldogs excited, playing with so much more energy than East LA. There are some flags thrown, probably extracurricular activity. is going to be flagged here. Yeah, unsportsmanlike conduct called against Allan Hancock. That'll push him back to the 46 of East LA.
To the Allan Hancock College Bulldogs. That moves the ball back to the 46-yard line.
Bulldogs line up quickly. They're excited to go on offense. 2 tight ends, I formation. ELAC shows blitz. All over that one, diving through. Jonathan Perkins. Now, does that count as a sack or a tackle? Probably both, huh? Perkins leads the team in tackles and in sacks. If that is penciled in as a sack, that'll be his 5th sack of the season. That's what he does so well, is he's able to read the snap count and just slice through the line. This time they'll pass. Fade route. Too high, too long. Late flag comes in. What's the flag all about?
Pass intended for Mike McCoy is a late flag on the play.
Might have been an iffy call. Not sure what this is going to be. Pass interference against East LA. East LA definitely needs a stop here. Can't afford going down by 2 scores to the Bulldogs. They'll run the ball out on you. They'll run that clock out on you. Storer. This time Perkins just jumps way too early, anxious there. Nervous times for East LA. It's an automatic first down now for the Bulldogs. Clock reads 4 minutes, 52 ticks. 21 Bulldogs, 13 East LA. Discussion going on the far sideline by the officiating crew. Not sure what that's all about. Trying to set the chain gang, that's what's going on. Chain gang doesn't know what it's doing. Sometimes you got to teach him mid-game. So 1st and 5 from the 32-yard line. As usual, Bulldogs in the I formation. The bounce out. Thomas will go nowhere, but I believe his face mask was pulled on. Rudy Bukaza, I believe, tugged on the face mask of Thomas. So another automatic first down. Yeah, face mask against East LA. Sloppy play by East LA. Into the red zone, the Bulldogs go now. 4 minutes, 44 seconds. East LA looking sloppy as the Bulldogs continue to pound the rock. Another discussion. The Zebras taking over the game now. Zebras always know best. So they get bumped up another 2 yards. So they'll operate from the 17-yard line. Officially inside the red zone, the Bulldogs go. Fullback dive. Keyshawn Pua managing to get to the 15-yard line, the big bruiser. Will make it 2nd and about 7. This has been a fast-moving third quarter, already under 4:20. Bulldogs dominant in the time of possession. Last week, East LA only 22 minutes of possession, still able to escape in a 17-14 victory over the Falcons. Fade route to the outside, caught out of bounds. Led too long, too wide that time was Walker by Storer. It seems like there's been 3 pass plays that have really worked for the Bulldogs. It's a fade route, just like that one, and the play action post over the middle. East LA crowds the box. Snap. Smith goes nowhere. That'll bring up 4th down, but a chance to add to the scoreboard. Rudy Bukaza with the tackle there. This one will be from 33 yards out. This one nearly gets blocked, but through. Colton Feker extends the lead. Bulldogs 24. East Los Angeles College Huskies 13. 3:03 to go in this third quarter. SportsNetUSA.net. Your Huskies are trailing currently 24-13 as we continue in this third quarter. Kadeem Richards, Anthony Felton back deep to receive. Feker will be booting. As he boots it away, it's Felton from the 5. He'll be taken down instantly at about the 22-yard line, 1st and 10 for East LA. 2:57 on the game clock. The Husky offense needs to wake up. They haven't scored since the 9:03 mark of the second quarter. Bulldogs have been dominant in the possession game. Rudy Garcia. Complete. That's Schilling. Quick curl route. Hopefully gives them some type of momentum. Gain of 4 there, 2nd and 6. Under 2:40 now in his third quarter. Schilling and McCarthy near side. Felton back on the far side as Schilling heard the footsteps on that one. VJ Vongsi was coming with a full head of steam. 3rd and 6 from the 27 now. Just 2 of 9 this afternoon on 3rd down conversions. Garcia has time. McCarthy catches it. Just short of the 40-yard line. Pickup of 10 there. So that was their first down since the second quarter. Snap. That's Felton. Felton dragged out of bounds. Short of the 45. Gain of 5. 2nd and 5. East LA doing a great job of keeping fresh bodies out there as Felton steps out. And Kobe Stribling checks in. Trips near side. Lone receiver is Stribling on the far side. Garcia, they'll keep it on the ground with Mason. Mason manages 3 yards and makes it a manageable 3rd and 2 now. First down yard marker at the 49 of the Huskies, as we are under 65 seconds in this third quarter. Same formation now. Same play. Goes nowhere. John Sniffen there with the tackle. Now 4th down. So East LA trying to go quickly. Wouldn't be surprised if Garcia tries to draw the Bulldogs offsides. They'll reset things and get the new play in. 33 seconds, 32, 31. Plenty of time on the play clock, 15 seconds on the play clock. 4th down and a timeout called by the Bulldogs. The chess match continues here from Weingart Stadium. Bulldogs 24, Huskies 13. SportsNetUSA.net. Biggest play of the game coming up for East LA. 4th and a long 2. They're going for it here. In the backfield is Mason and Garcia. Mason shifted to the right-hand side. Timeout. Huskies. Coach Bobby Gudino, right before the snap, elects to call timeout. So on 4th down this afternoon, both teams 1 of 1. The game of field position has been so crucial in this one. Bulldogs only racking up 203 yards and lead this one 24-13 because of 2 turnovers by East LA that put the Bulldogs in excellent field position. 2 fumbles by both teams. Both of them have lost 2 fumbles. Get a sense this one's going to come down to a last possession, but East LA still needs to worry about this possession here. Big play here. 21 seconds remain in this one in the 3rd quarter. Garcia looks, has a man, McCarthy dives, can't get it. Garcia leads McCarthy too long. Looked like he had Richards as well over the middle. He had a choice, just not accurate there. Turnover on downs, Bulldog football instantly in Husky territory. Game of field position still in favor of the Bulldogs all night long, it seems like. Storer has a man, no. Jeez, that's like the 4th time that play was going to work to perfection. Just a bad play, or rather bad pass by Storer. McCove has been open on that play a lot. Wouldn't be surprised if the Bulldogs bring that play back a little later. 8 seconds remain in this 3rd quarter. In the backfield, Keyshawn Pua, the fullback, and Zidane Thomas. It's Thomas who will bounce it out. Tries to find the edge. Javante Van Buren all over that one, the linebacker, with a tackle for a loss. That'll bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter as the Bulldogs continue with the lead 24-13 when we come back. The start of the 4th. Third and long. Ezekiel Storer, 6 of 14, 126 yards, a TD and an interception. Goes back to pass. Not before flags, though. False start will be called on the Bulldogs. That'll make 3rd down so much more difficult. Head coach Seth Dameron calls over Storer, gives him the play. Storer jogs back to the huddle. We'll see what they play here. Do they keep it on the ground, or do they do their typical play action here? Play action. They go deep. Intercepted. Porter into Bulldog territory, across the 30. And he fumbles out of bounds, fortunately, running into his own teammate. But Husky football, exactly what they needed as we start this fourth quarter. 14 minutes, 44 seconds, fourth quarter. Officiating crew discussing what's going on. Not sure. Let's zoom in. Elijah Porter barking at the Bulldogs sideline. He's the one that came up with the interception. Coach Bobby Gudino is talking to the white hat. So Coach Bobby Gudino is getting upset. Not sure what all that animosity was about, but good thing is Husky football from the Bulldog 39. First and 10, 14 minutes, 44 seconds in this one. Jonathan Perkins trying to come onto the field right now. Flag comes in. That was just a bonehead play. Coach Bobby Gudino is being asked to get off the field. So we'll finally get a playoff as the barking has ceased, finally. All that extracurricular activity for nothing. McMillan in at quarterback. Munoz in at running back. McMillan too high. McCarthy trying to soar through the air. Just doesn't have the height. Second and 10, 14 minutes, 37 seconds to go. Four wide receivers set for East LA here. Munoz finds a crease. Gets pushed forward across the 30-yard line. Gain of 9, 3rd and 1 now. Similar situation to the previous possession for East LA. Weren't able to pick up a 3rd and short now. McMillan, keeper, bulldozing over a defender as he gets enough of the first down to the 27-yard line. McMillan showing some aggressiveness. Might be a little hurt, though, as Garcia will have to jog onto the field. Garcia still grimacing in pain. Got a stoppage because of McMillan. There's a wall of Huskies over McMillan. That's why we can't see him. On the clock, 13 minutes, 38 seconds. Plenty of football left in this one. McMillan sacrificing himself for the first down. Really thankful and grateful if you're tuned in. So much to do in Southern California. We know your Dodgers are also playing. They're ahead 2-1 against the Braves, if you're asking. 4 wide receivers set. Munoz lined up to the right-hand side of Garcia. No accuracy there. Pass intended for Richards. 2nd and 10 from the 26 still. 13 minutes, 14 seconds. Huskies looking for their first score since the second quarter. Munoz in motion. McCarthy was the intended receiver. Another inaccurate pass by Garcia. 3rd and 10 now. I think from this point, I think they're out of field goal range. Christian Reyes does have the boot, but he hasn't been able to be accurate here this evening. Missing one from about 35 yards out and one from 41 yards out. Garcia standing in the pocket. Incomplete, just inaccuracy in this possession by the Huskies. So we'll see if Christian Reyes could finally get one through. This one's going to be from 43 yards out at the 13:03 mark. Good snap, good hold, kick is up, through. 43-yard field goal by Christian Reyes keeps the Huskies alive and in it. Bulldogs still at 24. Huskies 16, 12:57 to go in this fourth quarter here on Sportsnet, USA.net. So Christian Reyes, 3 of 5 this afternoon. His longest has been from 47. That one, the previous field goal from 44 yards out. Credit him for 10 of the 16 points. This one taken up by the up back, dropped right in front of the 15-yard line. And a decent return. So we're going to see a heavy dosage of the rock being pounded by the Bulldogs as they'll try to wind this one down for the final 12:49. Plenty of football left in this one, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around. This one will possibly go to the last possession for either of these teams. Lone receiver is Mike McCoy, lined up at the bottom of your screen. Smith bulldozes forward. Gets dropped after a 2-yard gain to the 34-yard line. 2nd and 8. Clock continues to wind. Under 12:35. Thankful and grateful you could join us here on Sportsnet USA, your home for Huskies football. Same formation. 2 tight ends out of the eye. Huskies crowding the box. Storer will bounce out, backpedal, throws, and just throws it away. The pressure coming in from East LA's Rudy Bukaza. The 44 jersey has been very active this afternoon. 3rd and 8 now from the 34. 12:06. So Storer now 6 of 16, 2 interceptions, 1 TD, 126 yards for Storer as he sets himself under center. Play action, bootleg rollout, complete to his tight end, short of the 1st down yard marker. It was Keyshawn Pua with the reception. Head coach Seth Damron calls out a special teams unit. Thieker, the punter, back deep to receive. McCarthy. Clock continues to wind down under 11:25 now. Nearly blocked. No flag as the Huskies possibly ran into the kicker. Takes a Husky bounce forward to the 32-yard line. Huskies football will try to look to take the lead finally. So an 8-point ball game. Plenty of time. So should be interesting if East Los Angeles gets a score. Do you go for the 2-point conversion and tie it up? Or do you trust your defense to make another play? But first, they got to march down the field and try to get a touchdown here. McMillan comes back in as Munoz will be the running back. 4 wide here. 11:15 on the game clock. Munoz runs into a wall of defenders, loses the football for a second. Loss of 1. He'll be granted forward progress. Munoz grimacing in pain. Injury timeout here. 10:58, 4th quarter. Bulldogs in the lead. Jaden Mason will check back in at running back after Munoz limps off the field. McMillan, 3-step drop. Will take off. Jukes left, goes right. Gets pushed forward across the 40-yard line. Pickup of 8 by McMillan. 3rd and short now. Is this 4-down territory for the Huskies? We'll find out if the Huskies can't convert here on this 3rd down. 3rd and 2 from the 40. Clock continues to tick under 10:15 now. Snap. 3-step drop. McMillan throws the ball backwards. Bonehead play. Should have just taken the sack. Tried to keep it alive. I think he tried to pitch it back to one of his linemen. The defense will have to step up and make a play now. Just was not a smart play. Should have just lived to play another down. Instead, inside the red zone, the ball was given to the Bulldogs from the 19-yard line. 9:58 to go, a goal line set by the Bulldogs. They'll pound the rock for sure. It's Thomas. Off two defenders, still moving the feet. It's across the 10-yard line. Pickup of 9. Maurice Smith just running over Huskies. The power run game working well here this evening. Clock is standing at 9:42. If the Bulldogs could get some type of score, a field goal or a touchdown, you would think that might do it.
Yeah, you're right. It should technically be a
Bulldogs will still operate from that goal line set. Run left. That's Christian Erickson, who might have picked up enough of the first down. Late flag comes in. The umpire there getting between two players, a Husky player and a Bulldog. That might be offsetting penalties here. Let's see.
What? No way.
Unsportsmanlike against East LA. So a player just got ejected. Cameron Dean was tossed just right now. And giving the Bulldogs even better field position, pushing them to the 4-yard line. Here comes the heavy run. Smith. Huskies all over that one. It's going to take a lot for the Huskies to just hold the Bulldogs here. Cameron Dean has just walked off the field straight into the locker room after being kicked off. Clock reads 8:25. Storer under center, just milking the clock. Erickson once again. This time he manages to pick up the lost yardage. Picks up 3 to the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal now. Huskies now desperate for some type of a turnover. As the quarterback of Allan Hancock, Ezekiel Storer, just is allowing the clock to tick, tick, tick. Play clock at 7 seconds, 5 seconds. He'll snap it at 1. Into the end zone, touchdown, Bulldogs. Maurice Smith. Smith over 50 yards now. That was his second touchdown of the evening. 17 carries, 54 yards. Averaging just under 4 yards. And the extra point by Thieker, good. Bulldogs 31. East Los Angeles 16. 7:24 remains here on SportsNetUSA.net. Well, we knew this wasn't going to be easy against the Bulldogs. And it's gotten a lot harder late into this fourth quarter. 2-score game as this one goes out of bounds, back of the end zone. 1st and 10 for East Los Angeles. Must-score situation now for East LA. Depending on how they manage the clock, most likely they'll have to get this one. If they milk a lot of the clock, they're going to need an onside kick. So if I'm East LA, I'm going quickly here. The body language of the East LA sideline just looks dejected. On the other side, lots of excitement for the Bulldogs as Garcia's back in at quarterback. East LA will open up with 4 wide receivers. Run right. Pedro Amosa goes out of bounds after a pickup of 3 or 4. Musa was the hero last week after he hindered a punt, was able to strip the punter of the football and recover a scoop and score from 31 yards out to seal the ball game in East LA's first victory over Cerritos. Here filling in late in the fourth quarter at running back. Pass. Richards across the 30, pushed out of bounds. Ball will be marked at the 33-yard line of East LA. Another third down situation for East LA. Another 3rd and short situation. East LA going quickly. They'll pause for a second, reset, get the new signal in. Clock continues to tick. Amusa finds a gap across midfield. Wide open space inside the 10, into the end zone. Touchdown, Pedro Amusa and the Huskies. Exactly what they needed, a quick score. They give it to the slasher, Pedro Amusa. So they're still alive in this one. Big boys up front doing their job. According to Coach Bobby Godinez, the biggest offensive line in the state. That late score and extra point. The Huskies still in the hunt. One-score game. Reyes will be booting deep. If I'm the Santa Maria squad, if I'm the Bulldogs, I'm vigilant of a trick kick here. Not the case. Boot it high. At the 10. Finding some space across the 30. Still on his feet. Spun around. Just short of the 40. Christian Erickson with a big return. 5 minutes, 58 seconds to go in this final quarter of play from Weingart Stadium. At this level, at the national division for JUCO football in California, you cannot afford a loss. Probably the toughest division, the toughest conference. Goal line set for the Bulldogs. They'll try to pound the rock out. Smith looking for some space. Shimmies around and finds possibly 3 yards across the 40. 5 minutes, 45 seconds to go. This needs to be the biggest stop for East LA's defense. I would say most of the success from East LA has come from the defensive side. They'll need a heroic play here. 2nd and 8 from the 41 as Storer just continues to milk the clock for all it's worth, taking his time. Erickson up the middle, just short of the 45. Pick up the 3 or so. That'll create a 3rd and about 4 or so. Ball at the 44-yard line, 4:50 and winding. The clock is officially the enemy of the Huskies. Big 3rd down here. Now, if the Bulldogs come up short, is it 4-down territory for them as they try to put the game away? Same formation. Smith has some space, gets the 1st down, but is pushed out of bounds. That'll stop the clock, but that'll give the Bulldogs a fresh set of downs. So East LA with 2 timeouts remaining will probably save them until the bitter end, possibly. 1st and 10 from the 49. Bulldogs milking the clock. 10 seconds on the play clock. 3:40 on the game clock. Erickson up the gut. 2 yards across the 50. 3:25 and ticking. High tension here at Weingart Stadium for the Huskies. Bulldogs trying to escape with the victory as we get a stoppage here. Not sure who called timeout. Official stoppage. Most likely has to do with the game clock or the play clock. So they're trying to put 3:20 on the game clock. So a small advantage for East LA They're going to put 3:20 on the game clock. Right now it's standing at 3:10, so 10 seconds added to the game clock here. So now they'll allow the clock to roll. So 3:15, 3:14, 3:13 to give you a visual on the game clock. Time's running out. Bulldogs content with allowing the clock to run out. They probably won't line up until 10 seconds on the play clock. They do. That's exactly what they're doing. 7, 6. Up the middle. Smith picks up 2. 3rd and about 6 now. Ball at the 46 of East LA. 2:25 and ticking. So if East LA could get a stop here, they'll most likely call timeout. That'll leave 1 timeout apiece for both teams. Bulldogs on the verge of escaping here from at Weingart Stadium. So the Bulldogs will discuss things as they give East LA a favor and call timeout with 1:50 to go in this ball game. Bulldogs 31, East LA 23, sportsnetusa.net. From the 46-yard line, 3rd and 6. A Bulldog first down will most likely mean victory. Erickson gets stopped. 4th down. Huskies call timeout. That'll leave 1 timeout for them. We'll see what the Bulldogs do. We'll stay on the air for now. If you're flipping back and forth, your Dodgers are tied with the Braves 2-2. Here in this one, East LA looks to tie the ball game up if they could come up with the football here. But it should be interesting to see what the Bulldogs will do, if they're going to punt it away or if they're going to go for the kill and try to get a first down here. 1:42 remains in this one. Looking ahead to next week, East LA will be on the road at Long Beach. That'll be a 6 p.m. start. The next time they're here at ELAC will be October the 30th against College of the Canyons. That's no cakewalk, nor is the game on the road against Long Beach going to be a cakewalk. So it looks like the Bulldogs will be punting away. Elijah Porter will be back deep to receive. Wouldn't be surprised if they look for some heroics from special teams right now. 1:40 to go. Well booted into the air. End over end kick. Beautifully done. Touchback. East LA from their own 25. East LA will have to march 75 yards. Not only will they need a touchdown, they'll need a 2-point conversion. So right now, head coach Bobby Gudino is asking something of the officiating crew. He's pointing something out. The flag is waved off, and I guess the pressure from Gudino's worked probably. You got a sense the flag was going to be against East LA. Excuse me, so East LA will have to march 80 yards down the field, not 75. 1:33 to go. Plenty of time, 1 timeout remains. Garcia throws quickly, caught. That's Stribling, who gets across the 30. Well, I almost thought he fumbled something. Gets enough of the first down, able to go out of bounds, so good first play. All year long, the defense and special teams have been the star. This will be a good time for the offense to make up for lost times during this season. 1:24 to go. From the spread, Amusa in motion. They go to Stribling once again. This time it gets blown up in the backfield. ELAC operating with a sense of urgency. 1:10 to go and ticking. Time's running out. 60 seconds to go now. Garcia under pressure. Take off himself. Gets tripped across the 40-yard line. 3rd down and 1 now. 40 seconds to go. East LA will call timeout. That was the final timeout. Both teams would know timeout when we come back. The final 42 seconds of this one. High tension at Weingart Stadium. It's coming down to the last possession for East LA. Down a score and a 2-point conversion. Garcia underneath. Caught, enough for the first down. Anthony Felton, gain of 4. East LA will have to spike it here. 35 seconds and winding down. They'll go for it. They won't clock it here. Underneath. Felton again, 2nd straight catch to the 49-yard line. 2nd and about 4 now. Clock is stopped at 22.4 seconds. They're going to have to take a shot deep soon. They can't rely with the dink and dunk. Low snap. A flag. They'll go deep. They have a man. Caught. No, dropped. I believe they had a free play. They might have caught the Bulldogs offsides. Kobe Stribling was just not able to haul it in. Yeah, they had a free play. That would have been it. offsides against the Bulldogs. That will be an automatic first down with 12.7 to go. High tension here at Weingart Stadium. Nervous times. Final 12.7 to go. So 1st and 10 from the 44 of the Bulldogs. Bulldogs in a cover 3 now. Playing deep. Bulldogs send 4. This one was incomplete. Stribling, not able to get a foot down. We got a flag in the backfield, somewhere in the vicinity of roughing the passer possibly. It is. So the Huskies will get pushed up 15 yards. Now, taking a shot to the end zone gets easier. But the clock is at 7.1. They will probably have enough for 2 plays here. Something short underneath towards the sidelines, and then they're probably going to have to take the shot into the end zone. Here, Garcia will line up with 4 wide receivers. Garcia looking. He'll take off himself. Does the intelligent thing of running out of bounds. 1 second to go. So this will do it, ladies and gentlemen. Final play coming up. It's 2nd and 4, but that doesn't matter. East LA will need a score now as 5 players stand right in front of the goal line for the Santa Maria squad. Here we go. We'll see what East LA can draw up here. This won't be a Hail Mary, but close to it. A prayer for sure. A second left. 3 wide receivers to the far side, lone receiver near side. The blitz comes in. Garcia under pressure. Throws it up for grabs. Intercepted. That will do it. Santa Maria. Allan Hancock comes up with the victory. But wait, there's more. There's a flag way over on the 4-yard line. So not so fast. Not sure what's going to happen here. Now the question is, who's it on? Was it after the interception or before the interception? That'll be the deciding factor, as we got an injured player on the far sideline for East LA. I think that will do it. The PA announcer has announced the game as being over. The flag was just picked up. This might not be over. Controversy in the final play. Let's see what the call is. Bulldogs are operating like it's over. Yeah, this one's over. The Bulldogs come to Weingart Stadium and steal one. This one a final. Bulldogs 31. East LA Huskies 23. The flag was waved off. Game over. East LA moves to 500 to 3-3. The Allan Hancock Bulldogs move to 4-1 after a long hiatus. This is their first time on the field since September the 25th, 21 days ago. and they come away with the victory on the road in the conference opener. East LA goes to 0-1 in the conference. The Santa Maria squad, the Bulldogs, 1-0. So East LA will most likely have to win out if they're going to squeeze into the playoff or contend for conference. So that will do it for us here at Sportsnet USA for DG Sports Marketing and Broadcasting, helping your company find a sound path. For NutriShop of Monterey Park, your sports nutrition, weight loss, and vitamin experts. East LA will try to bounce back on the road at Long Beach next week. That will be held by Long Beach City College. They have their own broadcast. We won't be back until 2 weeks, October the 30th, here against College of the Canyons. Good night, everybody.